Um, First of all, I'm grateful because of taking this chance to be taught by someone you have never seen or you have never encountered in teaching. And before we do some introduction, uh, you're okay with that English or you want me to, which language do you want me to use? English, Kiswahili, Kikuyu, we mix.
English is okay.
Yes? Iko sawa. All right. So, I first want to introduce myself. I'm Catherine. I'm a mother of four, two boys, two girls, and they are all grown. My first born is 40, the last born is 30. So you can see the others are in between there. Yeah, so professionally I'm a teacher and also a psychological counselor. So I still do counseling like that. So we are just going to do some introduction today. Then I highlight on what we are going to learn in the course of the session, and then we move on. That's why I told you can still continue here. Yes, let me know you.
I'm Tabitha Washira.
Tabitha Washira. Who is Tabitha?
Tabitha is a wife
Okay.
and a mother of one beautiful girl,
Okay.
Arabella.
Ah, yes. That's good. That's good. Yes.
I'm Faith Tontai.
Uh-huh. Who is this? Who is Faith?
I'm just a student.
It's a student staying with the family.
With my cousin.
Eh?
I'm staying with my cousin.
Okay, that's good. It's a bold step to come and learn, yes?
I'm Evelyn Wambo,
Okay, Evelyn.
a student.
A student. You've closed down. You didn't know what to tell us more about your family, your what number are you in your family? Are you the firstborn? Are you the lastborn?
I'm the firstborn in a family of 6.
Good. You are the firstborn.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only daughter.
Aye, that's
3
good.
brothers.
That is good, beautiful. Are you the lastborn? Are you?
Second,
You are the second.
the only girl.
The only girl. So I'm dealing with the only girls. So in my family, I happen to be the lastborn. So you can imagine now the firstborn, the secondborn, they are old people.
And I'm the firstborn.
You are the
in a family of 6.
So in a family of 6.
3 girls and 3 boys.
Wow, that is good. So as Shiko had told you, we are about to start a class on communication. I think it is one of the units that we are supposed to cover before you are, maybe you graduate. And plus, she just told me to tackle communication because that's what it should be. And maybe before even I start, we need a timekeeper because I don't want to take most of your time. I know some of you are a mother, you are a wife. You don't want to take most of your time. So you'll be the timekeeper. And we are just taking, today we are not going to take the whole 1 hour because of time. We've started late. So we can take like 30-45 minutes. So what is the time now?
It's 34.
4:34. So by 11:15, we should be done with whatever we are doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to learn about communication because I think communication is a very, very essential aspect in our lives. Yeah? Like now we are doing communication, isn't it?
Yes.
We are communicating. And I'm sure you are responding. I can hear you saying yes. And you do like that. I know I'm talking and I'm being heard.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And so when we talk about communication, we are talking about talking. It involves 2 people: the person who is talking and the person who is receiving the information. Because it cannot be communication if I stand here and start talking and I don't have anybody with me. When you are talking with your phone, you are talking with somebody else there. That's why it is called communication. Okay? If you are talking alone, then you'll be taken in another class of somebody who is not very very normal because you're just there talking with people under anaongea na nani, because that cannot be communication. But communication, we have the receiver who is you and you and you. That you are the receiver. I'm the sender. I'm the one who is sending the message. And from there, another important thing I would like to talk about is the mode of communication. We are going to do that. Mode of communication. And we say this is the types of communication. Aina za communication. Modes of communication. For example, we have verbal. Like what we are doing now. Verbal. verbal. Like what we are doing now. That's verbal communication. Okay? You can hear me. I can see you. I can see your reception, how you are receiving the information. That is verbal. I'm using my mouth. Okay? Which is different from when I can get in there and then I start doing like this. You see? That is different. But verbal, you open your mouth and you talk. That is verbal communication. We are going to have some notes next Wednesday. Then we have that verbal communication. Then we have non-verbal. Non-verbal is when you use the body. We call it the body language. And this one now here I want us all of us to participate. Use the body language. I'm not going to talk, but you can tell what I'm saying by using, if I come and just be like, see what does that mean?
Hi, you're greeting.
Hi, I'm greeting you, isn't it?
Yes.
Verbal communication. And if I come and I do this use, definitely know that what does that mean? You tell me something that I do that.
Correct.
Yeah, it's correct. You have understood. That is verbal. This time you're not using your mouth. You are doing it through through actions, isn't it?
Yes.
So here now you come in, and each of you is going to show us a non-verbal communication. A non-verbal. You don't talk, but you do something, and we are going to tell you what you are trying to say. Yes. Is that Faith? Evelyn.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. When she does this. Oh, Faith, are you going with us? That tells us she didn't talk. She didn't use anything like verbal, but she's saying yes. Isn't it? Yeah. Good. Good. What does that mean? Calm. You don't need even to talk. Calm. Yes? Meaning?
Goodbye.
Bye. That is good. These are what we call non-verbal. I'm communicating, but I'm not using the mouth. That's non-verbal. You know, I'm going to give you homework. You're going to write more when I come next time. Yes, then we have written communication. It just as the name suggests, we are just writing, isn't it?
Yeah.
For example, when we were girls, and we were getting into relationships, there were no phones. How do you think we survived? We used to write letters. We used to write letters. A letter, then you take it to the post office, then from there, it takes a week. And even taking that letter to the post office was, again, not very easy because of money. It wasn't very easy. So sometimes you'd give it to somebody to take to the other end. Okay? That person, like I remember when I was in secondary school, we used to receive letters in secondary school from boyfriends.
No.
Boyfriends. And the teachers there would open the letters. They would open. I don't know whether you experienced that. They would open the letters and read. Then the next day you are killed. You don't know why you're being killed. See? So, but this era, what we use, what is the written communication? From the phone, use SMS.
WhatsApp.
What else?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, very good. Emails. What else?
Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram inbox.
Instagram.
TikTok.
TikTok, like what you were doing. I think you were trying to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were trying to communicate. What are the modern? With that one, you are going to put our written communication into categories. So modern and
Tradition.
tradition. Now the tradition is what I'm saying. People would learn with the letters. People would be sent. Things would be blown for communication. If, for example, there was a message that was supposed to be delivered at a distance, they would take horns and they would blow the horn for communication. That was the horn. There were letters, but as we did not get the horns, we got the letters. We got the letters, and it had its own advantages and disadvantages. And the disadvantages were because sometimes the letter would get into the wrong hand and get to your parent. Then what happens?
Wow.
Yeah, it normally happened. You have a letter, then it would get to your parent. My mother, especially my mother, would wait for you to open the letter when she's there, and then, who has sent you the letter? Yeah, but with modern, even when you communicate with your phone, nobody knows what you are saying. Nobody knows whether you've sent an email. Nobody knows whether you have all that. We have the Twitters and the like. So how many types of modes of communications have we talked about so far? 3. We have the verbal, the non-verbal, written, and finally we have the visual. Visual communication. Visual communication is when you are just seeing, using the eyes to see, like the television. Okay, like the television. You are not responding to the person who is speaking in the radio, but visual is the entire seeing, like the television. Do you communicate with the television?
No.
Due to that person, no, those news that you are talking about are not correct. You are lying. So we have we use the images. There are images also, images that talk. If anybody just came to this room and saw those images there, those the pictures, definitely this person you told you these are a sign, isn't it? Yeah, we have the images, we have the signs. You go outside there and then you just see a signpost. This is going to Safari. This is going to this church. This one is going to like that. These are signs. And when for example we have like the road signs, whereby you find a road sign with children crossing. What does that communicate? There's a what? There's a school.
Yeah.
There is a school. Or you find another one with pictures of animals, and then here there are animals that cross. Yeah. So give me another example of visual. Or even symbols. Symbols also suggest, they communicate. They translate a meaning. They tell you something. They translate a meaning. A symbol like, talk about our flag, the Kenyan flag. The Kenyan flag. If you see the Kenyan flag, you see the colors, and you definitely know this green says this and this. Every color has its meaning. It has its language. It is talking about this. So today we've talked about the mode. We have introduced what is communication, modes of communication. Let us repeat them all of us. 1, modes of communication. The first one is verbal, non-verbal, written,
visual,
and visual. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe I can touch something on the problem. This place is dark, and my eyeglasses are not very good. medium of communication. Medium of communication. Okay. For example, we talked about the mood. We talked about verbal. So when you talk about the medium, what is this? What is used? Ni kitu gani inatumika in verbal? Or what is it? When we talk about verbal communication, ni nini itatumika? This is what we are calling the medium of communication. Let me give you an example. In verbal communication, we can for example, we can use speaking, like what I'm doing now. That is the medium. Okay, it is verbal, and it's verbal because I'm speaking. Okay, that speaking is one of them. Then there is conversation. For example, conversation is when you sit there, I sit here, and then I'm talking, you are talking. We are in a dialogue. We are agreeing. Okay, yeah, that's the conversation. And also we have the verbal. In verbal, the medium of communication. Another medium of communication in verbal is phone calls, like the ones that we are receiving, like the ones that were being called because of the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone calls. These are medium. Medium means what do we use for verbal communication? What do we use for verbal communication? We can is this through speaking, through conversation. We are talking like the way we are talking out there, and also by making phone calls. What about written media, which is the media of written communication? Media, we have the emails, isn't it? Like we had said, writing letters, okay? Writing letters and also having some documents. What about the non-verbals? Nini tunatumia when we are doing the non-verbal communication? That's what we are calling medium of communication. Nini tunatumia? What do we use? Gestures. Very good. We use gestures. Yeah. What else? For non-verbals, we use gestures. We use facial expression, like that. Facial expression. And what can you demonstrate a facial expression? Facial. Now not even this. I know sometimes you meet with guys, they think you are very smart and they do this. See that is yeah, they do that. That's a facial expression. That's a facial expression. And which other? Even when you talk about non-verbal, even the body language, the body language, like what you are doing this, that's body language, okay? Supposing you tell me something and I don't like it, how am I going to respond? You tell me something, I don't like it. You just make a very huh? Your face just shows you did not like it, isn't it?
Yes.
And when you like it, you obviously even smiling is a facial expression. Let me tell you something. As girls now, a smile is so nice. A smile is always very nice. That's something that God just gave us free of charge. Then why should you hide it? Why should you keep it away? Why should you? There's one thing I have liked about these girls in Chicago salon. You're just the way you are. You may think that I'm not getting it, but I can see the way you are communicating, all of you. And I'm really impressed. Everybody's like, you are intertwining. Everybody can communicate so comfortably with the other one. I just like this. There are some salons you go and then you wonder what is happening. Because you tell, okay, can you give me this?
Yeah.
All ignorance. But for you, since I came on Wednesday, that's something I've noted. And I told Ishiko, you have girls, and they are good. So that is a medium of communication in non-verbals. What we have the digital. But when we talk about the digital, digital media. We have the social media that is really tearing our country apart.
Yeah,
Social
true.
media is tearing our country apart. Yes, we have the social media, posts, instant messaging, video conferences. You know, these days people don't even attend conferences. Like, you know, I made think one day that I will not go to class, and I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to record myself, and I said to you girls, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah, that's another way of communicating. Sometimes when you're just there, you could be there with your phones, and then we hold a meeting. But I am not with you. These days, that's what people are doing. You have a meeting, visual meeting, and I don't need to be there. But we are going to. Or it's not happening today. You
It
talk with
is.
friends from abroad through the phone, through the video calls,
Yes.
like that. This that's what we are calling now digital. Then we have the mass media, the newspapers. These are mass media. This still communication. When you listen to a radio, that is mass. That is mass media, isn't it?
Yes.
When you listen to the radio, when you take a newspaper, when you take a magazine, those are what the mass media. So again, it was just repeated that as in the first one we talked about mode of communication, then medium of communication. Mode, we were just highlighting them. Mode of communication is this, and this. But what is now used to deliver the information, to deliver the communication. When you talk about verbal, this is speaking, isn't it?
Yes.
The speaking, if I can just go through it really fast, we talked about the medium of communication in verbal media is speaking, is having conversations or even phone calls. Okay. In the written media, we have emails, letters, and what? Even documents. Non-verbal, where we use body language or visual expressions. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know whether we are getting the difference between what I talked about, because that was just an introduction. This is what when I was talking about the mode of communication. Now the second one is the medium of communication. Medium of communication is like what I would say. I want to sit down, but what am I going to use to sit down? I am going to use a share. That's the difference. So for today, I don't want us to go beyond that unless we have anybody with a question, because I know you are not taking notes. You're not taking notes, but as you said, I think you still take their phone.
Yeah.
Number, phone, but you have them so that you can. This one you can send them.
Yes,
you can
you
send
can.
it to
I will.
them.
Yeah.
So, do you have anybody who would like to say something? Have you understood?
Yes.
Any question? Any clarification? Anyway, you want me to clarify? Evelyn,
Yes.
is there any place you want us to clarify? You have understood?
Yeah.
Thanks so much. I was suggesting that after teaching, I'll still be taking about 5 minutes. What is the time?
It's 4:54.
4:54. To talk about ourselves, because it is also important. As much as we talk about communication, we need also to learn about ourselves, isn't it? And today I wanted to touch very briefly about our how about the self-esteem. Have you ever heard about self-esteem?
Yeah.
You have heard about self-esteem. So can you tell us what is self-esteem? Self-esteem. That one is not even in the Nini. It's just by that, because I was thinking it's also good that as we talk about communication, we also talk about how we can grow as responsible girls, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So what is self-esteem? but you have heard about it.
Yes.
Mostly it is taught in secondary schools. I normally go to secondary schools for counseling, so we talk about it there. This is self-esteem is the value or the image you have about yourself. If today I give you a paper and told you, can you draw yourself? I don't know the image that will come out from that, where from your brain to you take from your brain to that paper. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as, there are people who say, I have this, I'm big, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm fat. So this self-esteem, now why am I talking about self-esteem? Because it's one thing that affects even our modes of communication, even our media of communication, even how we talk and relate to with other people. It's about how, have you ever seen somebody who just don't like somebody with a high self-esteem anajipenda tu, anajipenda tu. If I visited your home, I would know whether you are a person who values herself highly or a person who has low
Self-esteem.
self-esteem. Maybe I can tell even now if I was to lie. The 2 days I have come, I have a lot of information about you people, but that was not for us today. That was not from the first day. I can tell this one is like this one is like this one is like this. So when you talk about it, it's self-image. How do you look at yourself? How do you laugh? How do you laugh? If somebody today came and told you look so ugly, would you believe what that person has said? Why? And you know there's something that affects people, because let me tell you, when you dress up in the morning, unajiangalia tu kwa kioo, you look at yourself, and then you leave the house. If you come across somebody who says, what is that now you have put on? It is too big for you, it looks so bad. Ulinunua wapi? Does that one affect you?
Yeah.
Does it affect you? If somebody told you, sasa unasimama namna gani sasa wewe na vile uko na sasa unasimama namna gani unafikiria will you continue smiling to that person?
Yes.
Then your self-esteem is high, because first of all it's accepting yourself and agreeing my smile is the best, isn't it? My smile is the best, my shape is the best. My everything is the best. So that you lift your self-esteem. There are these people who will walk their self-esteem under their shoe. Have you ever seen people walking like they want to say sorry? Unaona hata mtu akitembea, unaona huyu mtu ni kama anataka kusema I'm sorry, because self-esteem yake iko
low.
iko low. You're just walking like an example of an apology. It's like you want to apologize to people because your self-esteem is very low. So why am I bringing this one? Because our self-esteem affects the way we communicate. And this is what is happening in most of the salons that we have. Kuna sound idea, you don't want to get back there again. You see? And because these people came, their self-esteem is low. Maybe they feel like they were pushed to come to the salon. By the way, I hope you're not pushed to come and
No.
You liked it. You wanted it. Just tell me yes. I know there's a day you come for counseling peke yake. Then you sit here with every individual like this. And then you shall tell me about yourself. So that self-esteem really affects the way we communicate. Your self-esteem will affect the relationship between you and your friends. It is also going to affect your relationship at home. Okay? Because you're just feeling bad. You're feeling bad about yourself. And in most cases, even these people who commit suicide, it is because their self-esteem has been stepped on. iko chini kabisa, iko chini kabisa. So as we continue learning, I'll be teaching about communication, alafu nitakuwa nikileta kakitu kadogo sana about ourselves, about the way we should stay as girls, because I know by the time you're through with Hiko, you'll be establishing your own salons. Okay? Yeah, what is your, why are you learning? To remain in Hiko here? You are here so that you learn, you go and establish yourself, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think for today, we are just going to put it to a stop. And we move on Wednesday, God willing, hoping we start a bit early.
Yes.
We start a bit early. I understand you are the one who is not available before 4. No problem, we shall wait for you. We shall wait for you. We can come by 4, like the way you came. By then, if she got us in class, we would have finished by now. But we thank God. So, any comment?
We appreciate everything.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Any comment from you? Don't need your Faith. Yes.
I appreciate your teachings.
Yes, that is good. And I hope I've been understood. You have understood what I've said. So for today, I want to give you homework. Just go and think about it. We'll have a recap on Wednesday. We'll try to come back to what we learned today. So I'll start with asking some questions that day so that I see whether you have understood. Okay? Thanks so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.